So this is the Hindu, dated 1st November 2025. The front page is India US signs a pact to boost defense ties. Framework outlines 10 years roadmap for strategic collaboration. Both sides reaffirms commitment to advance cooperation in defense industries. So India and US summit says okay. So you will be covering this in the current affairs. Okay. Bihar polls is political, so leave it. Center left's ban on Sikh pilgrimage. This is also so self-remuneration. Population cannot false. For investigation, this is Khalid. Khalid two more says no proof linking them to Delhi riots. So UAPA is important. PA Act. So we will cover it in complete notes. Regarding the UAPA, because recently government said that in under UAPA the jail is rule, not the bail. Other ordinary laws there is a bail is rule, not jail. So this will be covered in the next. Investigating agency cannot force lawyer to reveal client information. The position of trust and the advocate occupies vis-a-vis his client cannot be put to be tested by the attempt to pierce the professional confidence under the Article 132 of Bharatiya Sanghita Adhiniyam. Bharatiya Sakshi Adhiniyam, the Evidence Act, which has reflections of constitutional protection against self-discrimination. Okay, so it was our next would be pollution data cannot be manipulated. This MCD workers Pulvastri panel ASHA worker to end the strike in front of Kerala secretaries. So it is a whole topic how ASHA workers can be asked, means their contributions during COVID. So we must need 1-page notes on this ASHA worker. We can go through any online IAS coaching websites and prepare a note on this ASHA. Other BJP, which is crucial for November for government ruling Congress in Karnataka. Lack of statehood, no excuse for not working. Stalin allies it. These are political news. So we must refrain from this, because other was tabbed in burning buses. So what topic can be asked is regulation of private transport services. This can be the topic that could be covered under this. So prepare 1-page notes on this. Case for broad peace and sustainable security. United Nations must create new institution that this topic will be covered under UN reforms. We all read about UN reforms that will be covered under this. Then Trump drops a bomb on US nuclear weapon testing. So US President announced this topic. The US President announced the announcement can undermine the non-proliferation and disarmament regime that could decade to build. That took decades to build. So this is topic: non-proliferation and disarmament policy. This topic will be covered under this topic will be covered. So you don't need to read this. Apart from that, travel, burning, and the skip pilgrimage, Sikh pilgrimage give visa. That was linked with the Pakistan High Commission issues visa to 2100 pilgrims to Sikh shrines. Confusion prevails with the government over whose decision it was stopped and then restarted the pilgrim. Now the Kartarpur Sahib corridor still remains shut. You must know. Said the visa, that means they can go through Delhi to Islamabad and then to not through Kartarpur Sahib corridor because it is still set. This is just political news. Then on panel BJP this Kharge back all that mistakes on Kashmir. So prepare more rational. Nehru's mistake on Kashmir caused decades of turmoil and the pain for nation. So this can be the question in the interview. So we must prepare a rational, objective, fact-based answer on this. Is it right or wrong? So for interview this is important. Okay. Changes certain people are talking. This is a completely political news. So we are afraid we will not cover that. Census self-enumeration rail trial run to begin. So we can read this. Taking count census 2027, which is the first such digital exercise. Okay. We'll have several new features like online mode, self-enumeration, geo-referenced digital maps to support the precise location, use of artificial intelligence tools, data collection through mobile. So these are some facts that we know and put down or relating to self. What is suppose question comes the difference between two earlier and current processes that were followed. So this can be noted down, otherwise it was not, because we read the census in detail and prepare note on it. Apart from that, after 3 months outflow, FPI net buy equity. So this is important because net buy was recently in India. The FDI foreign investment was reducing net. So this is important, but we read this FPI and FDI in the economy. So just read this. While FPI equity buy was marginally increased compared with the overall selling in the calendar year, that means 1st January to 31st December, they bought debt security worth of 3,507 crore in the month of October. So this is not important, just you read that it has increased. This fiscal deficit we read in the newspaper, crude contamination contained. HPCL, Maruti Suzuki, not important. New IP unit to play a vital role. Sage packaging. This Institute of Packaging, Indian Institute of Packaging, is an autonomous body in the Ministry of Commerce. open its Bengaluru center on Friday. This is important that IIP, Indian Institute of Packaging, is under Ministry of Commerce and Industry. So, new facility would be vital for in packaging education. Vital for role in packaging education, research, testing, and certification. Because in India, this is a very issue that packaging safety certification that is issue. So this is going to be the very important. AI set to tap Tata Sons Singapore Air AI that Airlines India. Air India set to tap not important. ICA ICEA GSA to Western chips ecosystem in India. Indian Cellular and Electronics Association and Global Semiconductor Alliance entered into a strategic collaboration. So it is good for India that semiconductor. So we read about semiconductor ecosystem in India. With that it will be covered on the over there. Now this is geopolitical news. British Prince Andrew to be stripped of title and evicted from the Windsor residence. Not important. New Japanese PM says she raises serious concern with the China. This is not important for India perspective. Then the three Gaza, 3 Palestinian killed as Israel defies ceasefire deal in. So this is, you can say that why India did not participated in that Gaza peace plan that was held in Egypt. You can say that there is no respect for ceasefire by both the parties, that is Palestinian, Hamas and Israel. She takes center stage at APEC meet, promises to defend global free trade. To defend global free trade, you can say that this is in the context of rising USA's uncertain for trade policy, foreign and trade policy. Chinese leader asks nations to unite and volatility process amid volatility process for supply chain stability and green energy. As a Trump snubbed the summit, in a statement, she added that his country is open for investment and will uphold the multilateral trading institution law. What a mockery is this? So this is good. India is also saying that to counter the USA, India is improving its relations with the China. So it is good. It's good. So we will read this in the topic like India's interest, how we can protect our India's interest, and what India's strategy should be to counter the rising uncertainty in global trade and geopolitics. So this we will cover in international relationship. This topic will be covered, and my wife is not. This is news that is making social media. My wife is not a Christian. Has no plan to convert. U.S. President one to clarify it amidst. So this was that Mr. Jerry Vance, the Vice President of in USA, had made a statement, controversial statement, that he wants that his wife, who is a follower of Hindu religion, to convert to Christianity. So now he clarified this row. This is not important, but just read first. Opposition says polls protest in Tanzania left hundreds dead. So this is, I don't think this is relevant from Indian perspective, but we know that there is a protest in Tanzania left. And nothing is there now. So this news is something that for the cricket lovers, because India very it was not so expected that India will be able to qualify the semi-final of the Women's World Cup, but it India did. This is amazing, and this is in complete no. What we can say that this is only this much, and apart from that we so suppose this fact will be covered India US relationship, UAP under this topic will be covered, and Bihar poll is different. So here we can say that interview question could be there. Suppose you were to be the chief secretary of Bihar, or the chief minister of the Bihar, then what would be the strategy that you would be adopting to develop the Bihar? So we can, for interview perspective, like we can promote tourism, we can promote FPI, that is food processing industries and all. So this topic, right from that, apart from that, this will be covered in Asha. Pollution we cover all. Topic is separate topic, and LG in the statehood. So this question will be covered in statehood of Jammu and Kashmir. Okay, so let's bind up here.